Do this without the gloves. Hi, this is Instructor Carlo, and I just wanted to film a quick video on how to do the eagle claw in the style. I teach it, you've seen it posted, and just to tell you a little bit about my background and tell you a little bit about the style, I'll come up closer here. The style was created by General Yu Fei. And please forgive me, I know I'm not pronouncing that correctly, Yu Fei. And you can speak to many martial artists and individuals who can give you a better historical account. And but I just wanted to give you a brief overview, and just having the word general, right, signifies that it has a military background, right? And so this was a kung fu style that originated in China and has been passed down for a couple hundred years. To my knowledge, it's anywhere from 1100 to 1300 BC. I'm sorry, BC, AD, right? So, if you want to say more in the recent 1,000 years, then yes, right? Most definitely. But with that, it's a popular style, and I think there's a lot of clouded mystery behind it. Now, what I learned from my instructor, Dr. Israel Mack, who taught me the fast connecting fist. It was known as Lian Chuan, right? And once again, we can put this together. And what I was taught is that if you learn the first 10 movements, you can really create any combination that you want. And to have the essence of eagle claw, I think, is very important. So let's get started. First, we want to start off with a hand SO, right? As you can see, my hand is SO. And what we're going to do is I'm going to curl my fingers like I'm making a fist, except I'm going to stop right about here, right? So you can see the metacarpal phalangeals will flex, and you want to have about a finger's length in there, right, to be able to put it there. So this is what it looks like without the thumb. Then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the thumb in and fold, and it should point towards the middle finger here. As far as the reason behind that, it gives the hand more structure. I'm still doing research and trying to understand specifically why we have that certain hand movement, but from my personal experience, it just helps with dealing, improving hand strength, structure, things of that nature, right? So hopefully you can have a good view of it here. And now with that, as you can see, I have a bag here. It's hard to practice that type of, a lot of the videos that I conduct, we do a lot of striking on the bag, and that's a-okay, and that's actually a lot of what my style is. But with this eagle claw, you can incorporate it, right? And I do a lot of the forms, and I'll show you one of the forms here where we start off, and we always start off, we have our stances, we have our horse stance punch, our bow stance punch. We're here, and instantly I'm into a horse stance punch, into a bow stance punch. I come here, I'm here. This is our eagle claw stance. This is our fighting stance. There's a reason why we do a lot of this, why the hands are turned and whatnot, right? You might say, well, how are you going to strike and blah, blah, blah. Don't worry about that. If you find it useful, it's something that people use. I use it. If you want to utilize this method in your training, that's a-okay. That's up to you, right? We're just to teach and pass along what I find works, right? So if we're here, this allows us to turn into a lot of different things. Our hand has to be versatile, right? You have to be able to open it and close it and turn it into a fist. There's lots of different motions. That's why one of the forms, it's a very basic form, but it teaches a lot of just life principles, right? Where we're here, we get into our form, here, and we step, right? And you step, and you open up the hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is a very basic exercise, very basic eagle claw exercise in order to learn how to adapt and really shift and move the hands, right? Especially, I'm going to demonstrate here, up here, grab, punch, strike, right? Or if you grab their flank, there's lots of different things you can do. Shovel punches or wrist strikes. We do palm strikes. I'm here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? So lots of different things we utilize from this eagle claw form, right? And so where I blend things in is I find it was a little limited in the kicking. There is a lot of kicking in eagle claw form. It's just not something I was taught, right? And so I've integrated other styles for the kicking methods, but as far as the chin na and the ability to throw your opponent and do the feinting and things like that, eagle claw has a lot of valid and practical uses. And once again, we're learning, right? This eagle claw grip, when you practice it, it will become second nature. Okay? Awesome. I hope you learned something today. Please feel free to leave a comment, join, stop by, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We're here to learn and grow.